So in this video, we're going to be taking a look back at the SunFun-Kits battery. Now this is a 304 amp hour battery, 12 volt. This is a DIY friendly build battery. You could build this battery with some basic tools on your kitchen table. You don't need to have a shop, you don't need to prefab anything. I've built batteries in the past. You have to prefab your enclosure, you have to source your own cells. It can be quite daunting for the beginner. So this to me is a very DIY friendly beginner battery to build. Now, after my last video, I had some commenters say that this battery is too expensive, it's more expensive than other batteries on the market, and that I was leading people down the wrong path. And it's probably because I'm sponsored by SunFun-Kits. Full disclosure, I am not sponsored by SunFun-Kits. They did send me this battery to build and review to make a video for you all. I'm not sponsored by them. The only thing that I get is if, I'll do a little plug here, if you use coupon code ROLL2 at checkout when purchasing anything from SunFun-Kits, I will get a small commission through their affiliate program. But I am not sponsored by them. So another commenter has suggested that buying an SOK battery is cheaper than buying the SunFun-Kits battery. Now for the capacity comparison, it is cheaper if you want a 100 amp hour battery. If you want a 304 amp hour battery, this is cheaper. So if we do a price comparison with the SOK, now I'm only using the SOK battery because it was suggested in the comment. Nothing against SOK, they have a fantastic battery. I actually have videos on the SOK battery. You can check them out on my playlist. If we do a price comparison from this battery to the 100 amp hour SOK battery, you will see that this is actually a cheaper option. So if I compare this battery, their 304 amp hour battery, this says heated, it has an active cell balancer, it has Bluetooth, and I've also thrown in the extra $80 cost of it being pre-built and sent to you already built, versus the cheapest SOK battery that is out there, no Bluetooth, no heater, no active cell balancer. So this battery here right now is retailing for $1,555. The SOK battery is retailing at $577. Now, in order to equal the 304 amp hours, you will need to buy 3 SOK batteries, which will come out to $1,731. So this is cheaper. Now, if we break this down to price per watt hour, this battery here is 3,891 watt hours, and the SOK is 1,280 watt hours. So the price of this battery per watt hour is 40 cents per watt hour. And that is with all the features included. The basic SOK battery is 45 cents per watt hour. So again, this is still cheaper. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's take a look at this battery. I'm going to perform a capacity test on the cells, and I will show you that now. Okay, I have my test set up here. As you can see, our voltage is sitting at 13.2. We got 0 current, 0 watts. Our capacity in watt hour is 0, and our kilowatt hour is at 0. I'm going to be doing roughly a 0.22 C discharge rate. This is the closest load I can find to a 0.2 C discharge rate. So for that, I'm going to be using a space heater on medium. It's unfortunate it's not the winter time, but nonetheless, I'm ready to begin the test. So this is going to be the test of the SunFun-Kits battery. And as you can see, we are discharging at roughly about 65 amps, which is as close as I can get it for a 0.2 C discharge rate. Now I'm going to let this load run. This test should take just under 5 hours, and we will be back to check the results. And the test has finished, and our capacity is 311.51 amp hours, and we have 4.01 kilowatt hours. It is above the 304 amp hour rating of the cell, which I am not surprised. SunFun-Kits use grade A automotive cells. Okay, so we've definitely passed capacity. Let's open it back up. I want to simulate a low temperature protection event, as well as I want to see the heaters heat up on the pack. I have a thermal camera and we'll take a look at that. So there's just 4 screws on top to remove. Okay, now I'm going to test the heater function with the low temperature sensors. So I'm going to pull out one of the temperature sensors, put it into a pack of freezing cold gel, And in a few seconds, we should have a disconnect. Okay, we had a disconnect. And you can see there the voltage jumped back up. So I'm actually going to increase the amperage in order to show you. So when this drops down, what's happening is it has engaged the heater pads to heat up the cells. So once we see, we won't see this drop to 0, but once it drops down, that means that it's disconnected charging to the cells and it has turned on the heat packs. And there you go. So right now, because it has changed, it is now using 7 amps to heat the heat pack. And I'll warm this back up and it should go back to 8 amps. And there you go. Now we have charging again. Okay, so I have my heat camera hooked up to my phone here, and you can already see we're registering heat on the side of the pack. But I want to try and increase this just to give you a better demonstration of the heating. So I'm going to stick the probe back into the gel pack. And then I'm going to take my camera and leave it on the side. You will see the charging go down. I need to focus on the cell phone. There you go. The charging has stopped. So now we are just heating up the pack. So we'll give this a few minutes and I should register temperature on the outside here. So as you can see, we've got 29 degrees and rising. I'll go to 30 degrees and then we'll stop the test. So you can see there, oh, there's 30. So you can already see the heat coming through the side of the battery. So we're at 30 degrees. So you can even see there, this is the top where the top of the heat pad is and the wires coming out. So you can completely see that heat pad now. So right now the batteries are getting heated up because I'm fooling it into thinking that it's in freezing temperature. So then if I take out the probe and heat it back up, you'll see charging just started there because now it believes that the pack is above freezing. And also with this battery, we have an app. It's from Sunfun Kits. Now I need to calibrate my state of charge, and that's going to be by charging the battery. It's going to calibrate my state of charge. But for right now, it's showing 100%. You can see the volts, you can see the amps, the watts, remaining amp hours, which I need to calibrate. The temperature of the BMS, as well as the temperature of the case. And in the details, you can see all your different cell voltages, as well as you can click through this and see as things are happening. You can enable charging, you can disable charging, you can enable and disable discharging, as well as what I like here is maximum state of charge. At the end of the year, if you're using this in your RV or camper, you can hit storage and update, and then when you charge, it'll only bring it to a certain state of charge, which is ideal for storage. So over the winter, I would suggest hitting storage, update. Then your battery will only charge to a certain state of charge, which is ideal for storage. So another cool thing is you can change the state of charge. So I'm going to do 15% as my minimum state of charge. Maximum charging amps, maximum discharging amps. You can completely customize this battery, which is pretty awesome. Something else to mention about this battery as well is they use all automotive grade cells. They test them, they get batches, they pull some cells out, they test them to make sure that they're the best quality. Now, some of the testing they do, you can check out their YouTube channel. They have special freezers that they freeze the cells and test them that way. They x-ray them. They do all kinds of really neat tests. They do high discharge tests, high charging tests. So they really test these batteries, stress test them and everything to make sure that they have the best cells. You can purchase cells from them, just the cells, and you can do your own enclosure, or you can buy their DIY pack, and it has all these really nice 3D printed pieces where everything just clicks into place. You can use your own BMS, you can use your own cells, you could just buy the enclosure. It's completely customizable. I definitely recommend checking out their site for their products. So this was just going to be a quick video. I just wanted to address the comment in the last video, as well as maybe give you guys a better idea what this is all about. So if you like this battery, check it out. Don't forget, if you do purchase the battery, use discount code ROLL2, and that will let them know that it came from me, and I will get a small commission, and I appreciate it, so that I can help this channel grow and do more fun projects in the future. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. It definitely helps with the algorithm. Leave a comment. Just, tell me what your favorite color is. It definitely helps the channel. Subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.